We've got several new gift ideas to share with you. Let's take a look. Hey, I want to share some sad news. We've been forced to change our logo. Deere has ordered us to get rid of the yellow from our logo. They say that any green and yellow together is an infringement on their copyright. So because of that, this is your last chance to get any TTWT merch with this exact logo. We'll leave that up till Christmas, and then we're gonna have to restyle all of our merch with an updated logo. Right now, what we think we're gonna do is just remove the yellow. It'll take some of the spunk out of the logo. We don't think it's gonna be quite as nice, but it's what we have to do. So get your merch now. I believe the shipping deadlines for Christmas are listed at tractortimewithtym.com/shop. Make sure you place your order by then because it does take them a little while. They print all this stuff on demand. Some of the stuff we like best are the coffee mugs. I think this black hat is just top notch. Shirts, of course, there's an embroidered shirt on there that'll last a long time. I've been wearing the same ones as you've probably seen on our episodes over and over and over again. So yeah, it's your last chance to get this merch. We'll try to have updated merch come January of next year. Now, we've looked back at our last gift ideas episodes. We've had one of these every year for 3 or 4 years now. All of the ideas that we shared in those are still valid, still great ideas. For example, 3/4 inch drive socket set, just many other ideas. We encourage you to take a look at those. We don't want to repeat all those this year. I want to show you some different stuff. Here, I'll get started with this thing right here. This is an extended hook for an iMatch quick hitch. This is the original hook. So this comes from bolt-on hooks, and you can see that the extended hook, when you line up the holes, sticks out a good bit further. That allows it to work with several more attachments that just can't handle being so close. I've got one attached to this iMatch on this particular tractor, but this is what it looks like when it's off. Ken at Bolt-On Hooks has some really innovative ideas. A lot of times they're quite simple, but they solve problems. And because he is so active on social media, he sees the problems, develops solutions quickly. So you want to check that out at boltonhooks.com. And new this season, we do have a 5% discount with code TTWT. What else do we have? Oh, an old standby, the spinner knob. Only I mention it this year because I've finally given up and I'm recommending a different knob. This knob is not quite as pretty, or, you know, it just doesn't look quite as nice as the one that we've always recommended in the past, but it functions much better. And the other one, we had trouble attaching it to the 1025R, trouble attaching it, I couldn't attach it at all to Johnny 5. So with this one, there's several different adapters here, much stronger bolts. It's just built to last. The John Deere logo will eventually rub off of it, but hey, it's gonna work and keep on working. It's got smooth ball bearings, all that's great. It just doesn't have quite the visual appeal that the prior recommendation had. You can get this at greenpartsstore.com/TTWT and use code TTWT. You'll get free shipping. By the way, the free shipping offer applies to anything you order from greenpartsstore.com/TTWT. Now this next item, I'm actually going to talk about this in another video, but just to introduce it here, this is a transport chain or a log chain. These hooks, again from boltonhooks.com, these are kind of a locking grab hook. Again, I'll go into it in more detail. I'm going to show you a lot of uses for the chain, how you might store it, take it with you on your tractor. I'm going to entitle that video, Everything That You Actually Need to Know About a Log Chain or Transport Chain. So look forward to that next episode. Meanwhile, you can get this chain at our Amazon store, amazon.com/shop/tractortimewithtym. I actually got mine at Menards. Mine didn't come with any hooks. You can buy them with hooks, without hooks, however you want to do that. I would encourage you to take a look at that. Okay, if you've watched our channel for a long time, you know that we don't always take ourselves too seriously. We like to have some fun stuff too. So when I saw this thing, I was incredibly excited. This is a little tractor. It's made out of plywood and toothpicks. That's all there is to this. Now I say that's all there is to it. There is a lot of parts. I've worked quite some time to put this together. It took me 2 settings to put it together. I didn't have enough patience to do it in one sitting. Probably 3 hours total. Now their website is UGearsModels.us, right there. They all come in these nice little packages here. This is a wagon that's meant for the tractor. Comes nicely packed. So it looks like there are 2 sheets here put together. Each sheet is 3 layers of plywood. You can kind of get a good view of all the parts. The parts are all numbered. So when you proceed to put this together, don't break out all the parts first. Just break them out as they're requested in the instructions. So the instructions, with a bunch of different languages provided, there's a few words in English right here to start. It gives you kind of an overview of how to handle the assembly, and then the rest of it is via pictures. This was very familiar to me from my Lego days. These seemed very similar to Lego instructions. The difference being that the parts are just a little more unique, right? And getting some of the parts onto the toothpicks that are used for axles and other things that have to rotate is a little bit of a challenge. They provided, at least with the tractor, they provided some wax. Yep, it looks like this wax got melted a little bit, but they provided some wax that allows the parts to slide onto the toothpicks easier, and that really helped. I had a lot of fun with this. So I've done the tractor, and my thumbs are sore from pressing it out of the wood, but it was a fun challenge, fun entertainment, and then they've got a lot of nice little motion built into this thing. So it's really neat. Now, in addition to the tractor and the wagon that we've got here, I requested a combine. I thought this thing looks fun. I think the reel will turn on the head. And I requested this car. It's got a V8 engine, it looks like. The pistons actually work. You can kind of see, I think that's the block right there, some of them. And then I requested one for Christy. Christy was excited about this one, the nativity scene.
Yay!
These all come from the Ukraine. They clearly list that they come from the Ukraine. I thought it was an innovative idea. I really like it. These really aren't that expensive for the amount of entertainment that I got while putting it together, and it's still a bit entertaining even afterwards because of all the motion that's built in. So I'm pretty excited about these. Now, I'm working with these guys so that we can get you a discount, and that's what we've done here. You can use code TTWT at UGearsModels.us, and you'll get a 10% discount. Again, the prices didn't seem bad to me, just on the regular retail price. So the 10% off I'm pretty excited about. They had all kinds of, they got big ships, they've got, well, just go to the site. You'll see a lot of different style models. We just chose the ones that were fascinating to me, except for this nativity scene for Christy. Might be fun. Hey, it's not for youngsters. It says 14 and up. I think I probably would have been able to handle it at 12 or so, but yeah, I was pretty particular at that age. You'll know your grandson or granddaughter, what they can handle, or your daughter, or yourself, and so you'll know whether you can probably trust them with this. The hardest part is probably breaking the wood out of the molds, and the other hard part is sliding things on the toothpicks. They included a bunch of extra toothpicks, so even when I broke a toothpick or two, it wasn't a big deal. But I really like these things. Check them out. Hey, before I leave this table or scaffold, I have to mention this every year. These are at least usually available at Menards for $99. I find these scaffolds to be an incredible bargain. We have more of them than we need now, so I doubt Christy will let me buy any more. But these are heavy enough. I think you can put 1,000 pounds on them. They're heavy enough to be able to put attachments on. You can put an attachment under it, you can put an attachment on it. After you've bought a few of them, you have multiple tables, right? So we've got several configured with 2 tables tall. You can get an outrigger set that allows you to use them. Well, you've seen us in our earlier, when we were putting the ceiling on in our barn. Incredible value, usually $99 at Menards. Menards doesn't sponsor us, but hey, it's a good value, and I wanted to let you know. That's Black Friday only that they offer that $99 deal. We recently did a video on the Tractor Plus Smart Connector. It's a Bluetooth connector for the Deere 2 through 4 series. I don't think we've ever had as positive of results from a video as we did on that one. The comments were just fabulous. People loved the concept, and once they've got them and got them installed, they think it's just the greatest thing ever to be able to connect their phone to their 2 to 4 series tractor. It's only $99. And then you get the Tractor Plus app from your app store, so it's a great value. You can get it at greenpartsstore.com/TTWT. You'll see it right there on that main page. Great gift idea. Okay, I've been using this some this summer in a lot of our projects, but I haven't found the time to actually tell you about it until now. What you see here is a modular storage system for your ROPS, and it's from Artillian. Artillian.com, and it all centers around a big bar that goes across between your ROPS. So here's an example. I think this is the beverage cooler, and now you can see the big bar in the middle. You're supposed to put your beverage cooler here. You know, you've got a bungee type rope there. These are meant for cup holder for my Yeti cup, I guess. Okay, here's another option for it. You might have seen this on some earlier episodes. This we've got a rake on here, but it's got 4 different sections. You can put handled equipment, maybe your weed eater, whatever you want. You can mount this vertical or horizontal. Over on the other side, we have a chainsaw holder. Now, you've seen a standalone chainsaw holder likely on some other folks' channel. It's a plastic one. It's much smaller than this, much lighter weight. It's probably a very nice one. We just kind of decided to stay out of that one because several other YouTubers are representing it, and we didn't want to be selfish. So you can check that one out too. But this one is specifically made for this bar. Once you put your chainsaw in it, there's a little clip here, but you pinch the bar right there, and then you can pull your chainsaw right out, put it right in there, and that's adjustable. It holds it in there tight. There's no question your chainsaw is not going to get away. But that's not all the accessories there are. Let's take a look over here. Now, please excuse the construction look on my wall here. We're still working on our new shed to get it all wired up the way we want it. We've got the OSB on, we got to paint, so I don't have the covers on yet. My air system's not in quite yet, so we're working on that. Welder plug, okay. But this is what I want to show you here. This is that bar again, only this time with a wall mount. Okay, so it's meant to mount to your wall. With this approach, you can put some of the accessories that you don't have room for on the bar, that you don't need to use today, right up here on this wall mount. So here's an example. This accessory allows you to store 5-gallon buckets, right? So you just put a 5-gallon bucket in here. One good use for that is if you're mowing your lawn, you can put sticks and stuff in there as you pick them up, and then you can haul them off. That's one. Many things you can do with a 5-gallon bucket, right? I've got a little bit of a fetish for 5-gallon buckets.
Yes, you do.
Another attachment here is just a basket. I've been using this one on the Ventrac. So it's just a general purpose open top basket. Speaking of the Ventrac, let's go look at it. Okay, same bar, same brackets. It's a universal mount. This ROPS is different shaped. but it still works fine. And we have two different attachments. This attachment is meant for storing a fuel can, and it comes with a strap. I haven't got it out of the bag yet, but it comes with a strap to strap your fuel canister down. This is the smallest of their two toolboxes. I still don't think it's very small. I'd like to see a little smaller one yet so that I could get plenty of tools on here, but still have extra bar left for one or two more attachments. You have a larger toolbox that takes up essentially the whole width of the bar. It's huge. I think I could put Christy in it.
What?
Well, I wouldn't want to put you in it, but I think I could.
Okay.
Now I've got this one mounted with a fixed mount so that it actually has to be, the bolts have to be removed in order to take the bar off. But if you've got a backhoe, or if for whatever reason you might want to take that bar off, they make another accessory. This one attaches to the same bracket, and then the other piece attaches to the bar, and it allows it to slide right up out of there. Okay, so the bar then can be picked up and slid off. If you got one bar and two of these, you could use those wall brackets, right? And just take the bar and all and put it on the wall. For me, I just wanted to be able to take it off so that I could use my backhoe. There's a lot of these items here, so I don't want to try to go through the pricing of any of them, but go to Artillian.com and you can see the prices for all these different accessories, the basic bar, a lot of just variety in how this can go together, so your final pricing will be unique to your needs. Each item might seem a little bit expensive, but I think if you get exactly what you want and can store exactly what you want on your tractor, this might be a good solution and actually turn out to be a good value for you. Okay, so that covers it for this episode. Be sure to tune in to our next episode where we're going to go into some detail on the chain. Check this thing out. We'll talk about it next episode. I hope you've enjoyed it. I hope you all have a happy Thanksgiving. And thanks for watching us. We really appreciate it. That's one of the things we're most thankful for. We really appreciate you sticking with us. We love your comments. And, well, it's just been a blessing for us to be able to work in this type of capacity. And hopefully you guys have found it enjoyable. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time on Tractor Time with Tim.